So we're going to talk about a project charter today. And the way I'm going to do it is I have a Word document that I'm going to go through. This same Word document is also available for you for download off of PolyLearn. And you can use it as a template for your project charter. Also, there's probably a whole bunch of other project charter templates available online. This is just one of them. So I'm going to go through this in a lot of detail, but I really want to reiterate that this is one example of a project charter, and sometimes other things are included in project charters. So what I've done here is I have this, this is the first page, and it kind of has sustained slows, logo on it. And this project charter I did this for our class. So as if the class that we're teaching you, is is a project in itself. And I've pretty much only included the project management part of it. So the other human systems part and the sustainability part are not included in this project charter. So just so you know, that's what I'm doing. So this tells you, the first page is just a title page. Kind of says what we're doing, etc. So the purpose of this document is to communicate goals and details of the project as a starting place. It is intended that this document may be modified, adjusted, or added to as the project progresses. That's pretty important to have that this is a living document. So there's going to be a lot of sections of this document, and so I'm just going to go through them in a lot of detail. So first of all, it's kind of the project name, number is kind of made up, the date. So the first thing you do is you have the goals, and this is and when you go through this template, you'll see there's italicized part which explains what should be in that document. So in the project goals, you should include what exactly is the project, what are you doing? So that's what I've done here. I've explained that this project is the class within Sustain. So really describe what your project is. I'm not going to read word for word what I've included, because I think you can do that when you look at the document. You also want to include deliverables. So this is pretty important about what is going to be at the end of the project. For us, the deliverable, well, actually this is not right. I don't want that in my deliverable. So you see this is a living document. So the things that are deliverable, I'm actually going to put these as bullets just because I think that's a little bit easier to see. So the student will complete a website, we've talked about this, and you'll also have an oral exam discussing what's being done. That's what's going to happen. You're also going to include all of these particular documents that'll be part of the website, but they'll all be included as something that you'll turn in. Scope is really important. We'll talk a little bit later about scope and scope creep, really understanding what are the boundaries of your particular project. So this is pretty simply, I said, this community project will be individuals within Sustain during winter of 2013, and activities won't include spring quarter or after. So sometimes when you think about scope, it's good to think about what am I not doing, because that really defines where the boundaries of the project are. We will talk a little bit about this when you guys start looking at your projects. The next thing is looking at project milestones. So we have two particular project milestones. One, there's a review meeting with the community partners, and then the project website due date. And then 10th week we'll have oral exams. Those are the milestones for you. Also additional constraints. So what I've done here is I've really explained what sustained slow is. I talked about how the students are involved in it. I also talked about how the communities are involved in it. So there should be quite a bit of background. When you look at this section, you really should, what are the assumptions, constraint, dependencies? What actually are we doing? Who are we doing this for? What's the context? And this says, how am I going to get documents? See PolyLearn for related documents. And then after that, it's just a matter of you need to have everybody who is a stakeholder in the project. So stakeholder is anybody who cares about it. Now for you guys, it's just Roger and I and your class. But when you do your project, it's going to be all the people on your project team, and also your community partners are going to be included there. It also might be Roger and I. That's a possibility. So then and then there's some authorization things. And again, this is going to be, everybody is going to agree to it. That's why everybody signs off so you understand it. I hope that gives you a kind of an overview of a project charter. You're going to be asked to do this by the February 15th meeting with your project group. Um, and, and so you have to have a project defined by then. What exactly are you going to do? Well, I hope that helps you. I'll see you later.